Hello dear students, hope you are all fine. Please grade 5 A and B, open your grammar book page 80. As you see, today's presentation is about active and passive. Today we are going to learn about them and I'm going to explain it more. Let's start our class. Active and passive. We use the passive when the object of an active sentence is more important than the subject. Okay, we have two sentences now. Look at here. The first one is what? Active sentence, and the second one we have passive sentence. Now let's start from the beginning, from the first one. She cleans the room. She cleans the room. Okay, so she is the subject. Okay, she is the subject. As you know, we have, for example, he, she, it, I, we, you, they. These are subjects. After the subject we have verb. What are these? For example, we have go, clean, listen, read, work. These are verb. Okay, so but what's this? We have this s. Okay, because we have she, that's why we are going to say, for example, cleans. Okay, for example, reads. Okay, and the last part we have the room. The room is object. Do not forget, the last part is object. Okay, in passive sentence we are going to change their place. Okay, first we have to write the object of an active sentence. So we have to say the room, the room. Okay, and we have to say was. We have verb to be. Okay, the past of is and are is was or were, right? And we use was with singular subjects, and we use are or were with plural subjects. Okay, and cleaned, we have to change it to past participle. Okay, we don't need to write the base. Okay, we have to make it past participle. Okay, we have clean, you have to say cleaned. Okay, now active voice means that a sentence has a subject that acts upon its verb. When the subject of a sentence performs the verb's action, we say that the sentence is in the active voice. Sentences in the active voice have a strong, direct, and clear tone. So the sentence is very clear. For example, you don't need to explain it more because the sentence is clear. And the subject reaction to the what? To the object. Now look at here, we have an example. They are making a film. Okay, they are making a film. Okay, just ask yourself, look at this sentence. We have, for example, present simple, present continuous, past simple, past continuous. So this is present continuous. How do you know? Because we have subject plus verb to be plus verb ing and object. Okay, so they are, we can say making, and this is the object. Okay, a film is the what? A film is the object. Okay, now passive voice means that a subject is a receiver of a verb's action. A sentence is in the passive voice. On the other hand, when the subject is acted on by what? By the verb, the object of active becomes the subject of passive. Okay, so as I told you, the object of an active sentence is going to be what? a subject of passive sentence, and you can use the passive to change the focus of your sentence. Okay, we have an example now. Lots of films are made in London. Okay, lots of films are made in London. Okay, now we have this subject, lots of films. Okay, and this is what? Verb to be, and this is the main verb. And in London, this is the object. Okay, in London, this is the object. Why should you use the passive voice? Why we should use the passive voice? Okay, for example, you don't want to say who or what did the action. Okay, you don't want to mention about the person, about the things. That's why you have to use something else. And the second one, you don't know who did the action. Who did the action? Okay, and the last part, the object is the most important or interesting part of the sentence. Okay, so what's the important thing in the sentence? For example, the most important or interesting things part of the sentence is what? Is the object. Okay, do not forget we have an object for every sentence. That's why the most important is the object. And in this slide, to make passive sentence, we need to use passive tense. Passive tense, okay, for example, we have present simple, okay, and we have to make it for past simple. We have present continuous or perfect. And there are 4 steps to turn an active sentence to passive sentence. Okay, the first one, we have identify the subject, the verb, and the object. Okay, we have, for example, this is the subject, and this is the verb, and this is the object. Okay, for example, she is the subject. Okay, cleans is the verb, and the object is what? The room. She cleans the room. Okay, it was what? It was an active sentence. Okay, what about passive sentence? The room was cleaned. The room was cleaned. Okay, so move the object. Move, we have to change the place of what? Of object. Okay, do not forget. Okay, move the object to become the new subject of the sentence. Okay, for example, we have to change their place to make it, for example, a new subject. Okay, we have to change the place of object to what? Subject of the sentence. Okay, and change the verb to be. Change the verb to be, for example, if we have is, you have to make it was. If you have are, you have to make it were. Okay, not forget. And the last point, the most important part, add the past participle of the main verb after verb be. After verb be. Verb be means what? Is, are. Okay, when you make it was or were, and then you have to change the main verb. Main the verb, for example, clean, go, okay, drink, read. You have to write the past participle of the verbs. Okay, for example, the past participle of do is done. Okay, now look at here. So we have the structure of active sentence and passive sentence. So now just look at here, we have active. Okay, so the structure of active sentence and active sentence, first we are going to write the subject. Okay, and second we have to write the verb, and the last part, the most important part, we are going to write the object. Okay, now look at here, we have an example. I, what's I? Is it verb? No, it's subject. I do. Okay, this is the main verb. I do, and my homework is the object. I is the subject, do is the verb, my homework is the object. Okay, now look at here, the second sentence. We have she make a cake. She make a cake. Okay, she is the subject, make is the main verb, a cake is the object. Okay, now look at the passive part. Object, first we have to write the object, and then we have to write the verb to be. Verb to be, okay, we have to write was or were. Okay, and we have PP. Okay, we have PP. My homework's done. My homework is done. Okay, so this is the what? My homework is the subject. Okay, it was an object in active sentence. Okay, is done is what? We have to write the past participle of the do. Do, the past participle of do is done. She make a cake. Okay, it was an active sentence, you have to change it to what? To passive. Okay, a cake is made. Okay, as I told you, for example, you don't want to mention, you don't want to say about the who did the action.